Yeah, nothing sketchy to see here, nothing at all. G'day everybody, welcome back to Mother's Ruin. Haven't been out here much lately, too many floods, too many tractors to play with. Come out today, I've got to go to the far end of the block and drop an IBC off. I've got to drop one here in the middle, one at the exotic tree patch, and then one right down the end. So Chico's over yonder having a walk, hopefully staying away from the snakes. It's very warm today and very windy, so slashing not an option. It's probably too warm. So we'll drop some IBCs off and I'll show you where it's at. The grass is ridiculous. I'm going to spend all of probably Friday out here slashing. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's already taken up with other things. So yeah, let's have a quick look and we'll see where we're at. Righto, so this is the middle of the block basically. So I've got one of my potential bore points is just here. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. So I think I'll need 2 IBCs here, but there'll be a sub main runs down here. The IBCs will be up in the trees here, and then the water will run downhill. It doesn't look downhill, but it's slightly downhill to that end. My goal for Friday is to get this paddock slashed, the paddock up there slashed, and then where we're headed in a minute down here slashed. So the grass isn't thick, but it's this wispy, whatever this is. It's wispy and it's thick and I can't see the snakes, so I'm going to chop it down. I can't slash in here, there's too many rocks. So there's a big rock band runs from the hill down through here and across the road and out into the bush. So, and that's the river over yonder. So that's where we're at. We'll go and chuck this IBC off. Got these locally, didn't have to drive a million miles to get them, which is good. And hopefully I'll be able to pick up a few more later on. So where are we going to put this camera, dog? What do you reckon? Maybe we won't film that first one. Nothing sketchy at all. Yeah. So I am going to try and blaze a trail through here on the high side of the block. The corner of the block's just literally just behind this little tree here. And I want to go through there, but it's very low on the priority list. At the minute, really just focused on getting the next round of trees in the ground, getting the grass under control and getting the water infrastructure in. So the drillers are due in a week or so. What is he eating? Yeah, I don't know what he's eating there. So this is the low road here. I've got a big rock outcrop that runs through here, so I'm trying to move the road, and again you can see the grass is ridiculously tall. So we'll head down the far end and we'll chuck the next IBC up where it's going to go. So this tree here is, if I walk through, this is the last tree on the southern end of the block, and there's a little waterway just here, tiny little waterway, but I've got a very steep slope just here and space for a 6-row, 5-row even. Can't quite see the pegs, they've all been knocked over. Well, I might refresh those. I've got 5 short rows, some sort of just in front of the car, just to here. The river's over there, cows over there, noisy dog just there. So I'll drop an IBC off, I'll paint these pegs again, but I'm going to plant this, I'll see about this week, but maybe next break. So these IBCs have all had liquid fertiliser in them, and there's a bit of residue, so we'll just drain this one out, and then we'll give them all a rinse before we hook them in. There's plenty of great spiders. We like spiders. Not. Too hard, you break it. What do you reckon, dog? You paint some pegs? Find some paint. Let's call it about there. Oi. Don't you go out there. So as you can see, if I show you, I'll come back up here. We had flooding rains for 10 weeks and the ground's already drying out. So it's time to rip this ground and get these trees in the ground. Righto, so it's about 1.6 k's that way to the next drop off. We'll see how the dog goes. It's getting a bit warm, but the dam's down there to jump into. So we'll see how he goes. Okay, so this tank with its 25mm outlet doesn't let enough water through to feed these 4 lines. So that IBC will go here and it'll just plumb straight onto that fitting. I just have to move the tank. So this is an easy one. Look out, dog. Righto, so I'll disconnect that, grab a fitting, plug that onto there. This one should work good. Come on, dog, let's go. One to go. Still have to come back and cut this road in. This is a new road. There's the grain. I do have a patch to put in up there, but just haven't got to it yet. Maybe next year or the year after. I'll go this way. They're all still in place. Gonna have to come and do a bit of work on the creek. It's finally stopped running, but there's a big hole just there. This watering system's going alright. I am going to move that IBC further up to give it some more head pressure, and then put a turnaround in so I don't have to reverse up here. Again, not today. Another creek crossing that needs some work. Grass is drying out nicely, just in time for it to get slashed. This patch here is going to be one of 2023's, but I've got to get the dozer back still to get rid of some tree stumps, and that won't be until next year the way it's going. Just running out of time. Harvest has gone well into November and it's December tomorrow, so people are busy. That's fine, we'll get it done when we get it done. And for now, this last IBC is going to go right here. If I can get it out of the trailer. It took some getting in. Oops, watch out, dog. Going for a swim? Alright, so there we go. Water infrastructure's getting better. I've got some pipe for the other stuff. I've got this one that'll go down this way to irrigate this patch. But gonna go home, have some lunch, and try and find some bits for a very rare tractor as it turns out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. How you can tell it's gonna rain, because I just talked about slashing. So we're gonna pick some gladioles, which are going really well, and have a look at some trees. But I reckon I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'd have nearly a dozen gladdies here if someone wants them. Let me know.